They have till tomorrow. Now we'll see what happens, but we're giving them till tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and after that, they're gonna have no bridges. They're gonna have no power plants.
Breaking news mga kabayan, Israel winasak ang 8 tulay at railway system sa Iran. Walang patumpik-tumpik, agad na tinarget ng Israel Air Force ang mga tulay at railway system bago sumapit ang deadline laban sa Iran. Ipinakita naman ng Iran state media ang aktwal na video matapos sirain ng Israel ang mga infrastruktura sa Iran. Para kay Prime Minister Netanyahu, nagsisimula pa lang ang Israel sa kanilang totoong opensiba. B1 bridge na binomba ng Israel at Amerika nasuwi umakyat na sa 13 at 75 naman ang sugatan. Engineer na gumawa ng B1 bridge sa Iran, napaluha na lang. Sa UN Security Council, ipinakita ng China at Russia na hindi sila kakampi ng taong bayan. Hindi pumabor ang China at Russia sa resolusyon na magpoprotekta sa mga barkong pangkomersyal na dumadaan sa Strait of Hormuz. Sumama naman ang loob ng mga bansa sa gitnang silangan. Naku po, bago pa ang nakatakdang deadline ni President Trump laban sa Iran, Israel may nakalatag ng mga target sa Iran. Maging ang US Central Command ay ipinaramdam sa Iran military na ang banta nila ay hindi katang-isip lamang. Israel agad na winasak ang 8 tulay at railway system sa Iran. Ayon sa Israel Defense Force, noong 7 ng Abril taong kasalukuyan, winasak nila ang 8 rail bridges at bahagi ng mga kalsada na ginagamit ng Iranian Revolutionary Guard para mag-transport ng mga armas at military equipment. Ang mga target na ito ay nasa iba't ibang lugar tulad ng Tehran, Karaj, Tabriz, Kashan at Qom. Ito ang actual footage na nakuhanan ng Iran State Media.
هذه الصور ننقلها لكم وهي صور جديدة لاستهداف جسر في أمين أباد. هذه إذن مشاهد تظهر لحظة استهداف جسر أمين أباد، حيث أن الجسر تقطعت أوصاله بفعل هذه الغارة الأخيرة التي استهدفت هذا الجسر.
Maging ang Karg Island na mahalaga para sa Iran ay binayo din ng mga pagsabog bago pa ang deadline laban sa Iran. Yan ang kinumpirma ni US Vice President Vance. Ito ay isang military pressure laban sa Iran.
Island, my understanding, having talked to Pete and General Kane about this, is that we were going to strike some military targets on Karg Island. I believe we have done so. The president's deadline has been followed by us and everybody else, and he said very clearly, we're not going to strike energy and infrastructure targets until the Iranians either make a proposal that we can get behind or don't make a proposal. But he's given them until Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So I don't think the news in Karg Island represents a change in strategy or represents any change from the President of the United States. He continues to say the deadline is 8 o'clock. And the deadline is for what? Fundamentally, what Iran is trying to do, because they've been defeated militarily, is they're trying to extract as much economic pain on the world as possible. And the President of the United States is a man who recognizes leverage, that if the Iranians want to exact a certain amount of pain, the United States has the ability to exact much, much greater pain. The President doesn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's why we're negotiating so aggressively. But fundamentally, the ball is in the Iranians' court. Now, I think the President has talked about this. One thing I will say is that the Iranians were not the fastest negotiators before the war started, and they are certainly not the fastest negotiators now. So we recognize there's some delay sometimes in transmitting messages from one person to another, but we feel confident that we can get a response, whether it's positive or negative. We're going to get a response from the Iranians by 8 o'clock tonight.
Iran naglunsad din ng mga ballistic missile patungo sa Jerusalem at West Bank, pero mga ito ay matagumpay na naharang ng Israel Missile Defense System. Update sa B1 bridge na binomba ng Israel at Amerika. Umakyat na sa 13 ang nasawi at 75 naman ang sugatan matapos bombahin ng pinagsad na puwersa ng Israel at Amerika ang pinakamataas na tulay sa Iran. Napaluha na lang ang engineer na siyang responsable sa pagtayo ng B1 bridge sa Iran. Nangyari ang nasabing airstrike dahil sa patuloy na pagmamatigas ng Iran. Nabuksan ng malaya ang Strait of Hormuz para makadaan ang mga barkong naglalaman ng gas at oil sa pandaigdigang merkado. Sa United Nations naman nanlumo ang mga bansang nagnanais na magkaroon ng seguridad ang mga barkong tatawid sa Strait of Hormuz. Matapos hindi sumang-ayon ang China at Russia dito, nitong ikapito ng Abril taong kasalukuyan vinito ng China at Russia ang isang draft resolution ng United Nations Security Council na naglalayong protektahan at buksan muli ang Strait of Hormuz upang makalayag ang mga pangkomersyal na barko. Ang resolusyon ay ginawa ng mga bansa tulad ng Bahrain, Jordan, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia at United Arab Emirates. Sa United Nations Resolution, 11 bansa ang bumoto ng oo, kabilang na dito ang Amerika, Britanya at maraming mga bansa sa gitnang silangan ang pabor na bigyan ng proteksyon ang mga barkong dumadaan sa Strait of Hormuz. 2 bansa naman ang hindi pumabor sa resolusyon, ang China at Russia, na parehong mga permanenteng miyembro ng United Nations Security Council na merong veto power at parehong kaalyado ng Iran. 2 naman ang hindi bumoto, ang bansang Colombia at Pakistan. Kahit marami pa ang pumabor sa resolusyon,
Those
ito ay
against-
hindi ma-adapt dahil 2 sa mga permanenteng miyembro ang hindi sumang-ayon dito. Ipinapakita lang ng China at Russia ang kanilang makansariling pamamaraan para kampihan
Abstentions?
ang kasamaan ng Iran.
I resume my function as President of the Council. I shall put the draft resolution to the vote now. Will those in favor of the draft resolution contained in document S/2026/273 please raise their hand. Those against? Abstentions? The result of the voting is as follows: 11 votes in favor, 2 votes against, 2 abstentions. The draft resolution has not been adopted owing to the negative vote of a permanent member of the Council.
China has vetoed this resolution. We don't think the resolution is balanced, and it doesn't solve the. It doesn't even touch upon the root cause of the situation, and then in a very unbalanced manner, only accuse Iran, and also I want to emphasize. In particular, the timing is very bad. We all heard what the U.S. president has said. And against this background, we think it is extremely dangerous for the Security Council to adopt a resolution like this.
Masama naman ang loob ng United Arab Emirates sa ginawa ng China at Russia.